Hi, my name is Melinda, and this is my informative speech. Have you ever came across a person that was unresponsive and wasn't prepared what to do? In my case, it happened to me before I was in a medical setting. I was working at Starbucks, and a lady reached out to me and was like, and I'm like, what? What's going on? And to turn around, and she's fallen to the floor, so I kind of caught her, and I didn't know what to do, so I just kind of eased her to the floor because she was like putting dead weight. I was like, oh no, what's going on? I'm confused. So her husband knew what's going on. She had a history of seizures. He automatically asked for help. So I asked my coworker, hey, call 911. Get our supervisor because there was an accident. Our supervisor has to come to the scene. He comes to the scene, looking around, scene is safe. I'm like confused. I'm like, of course it's safe. We have Starbucks, dude. And then he announces that he's CPR certified and BLS certified. For those of you who don't know, not CPS, I'm sorry, CPR, cardiopulmonary resuscitation. That's what CPR stands for, and BLS, basic life support. Okay, in every place, supervisors, managers should be trained in this setting, okay? It does not matter what industry you're in. You should know this and you should learn this, okay? So you come across a person who's unresponsive, make sure it's safe. You don't want to get shot. If there's a gunfire shooting, don't want to get hit, okay? You can't help yourself and you can't help them. So the scene is safe. You want to tap them on their shoulders. Hey, can I help you? What's going on? Wake up. They're not waking up. Hey, do it harder. Hey, wake up. I'm here to help. Are you okay? They're not responding. If you're by yourself, go ahead and find or call 911. Then find the AED. Okay? First thing you want to do is call 911. Make sure help is on their way. Then get the AED. That can help with, if they don't have a pulse, you have to do CPR. It sends electrical shock to the heart and get the heart pumping, okay? In some places, just be familiar with the library, school. There's an AED hanging on the wall somewhere. Look around. Just, be aware of your surroundings. So, you check for their pulse, and you go up their neck and put your fingers up there. Now, do it to yourself. You can feel a pulse. If you can't find it, I'm pretty sure you're alive. Look around, feel for a pulse. Okay, you found it? Pretty sure you did. Okay, now, this person doesn't have a pulse, or you're unsure. Go ahead and start with compressions. Adults is 30 compressions, children is 30 compressions, and infants are 15 compressions. Okay, so you want to do CAB. Compression, airway, and breathing. So when you start with the compressions, you want to feel for their ribs, come up to their sternum, put your fist over it, and that's where your placement is, okay? So this is how it looks like, and you're on top. You can be on top of them or on their sides. You want to do compressions, okay? You want to do 30 compressions for adults and children. So go down straight, back straight, arms straight, don't bend them. Gives you more support because it's physically demanding. You're going to be out of breath. In 2 minutes, it feels like forever. Now go down. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Keep on going. Do 30. Do the compressions. Now, after the compressions are the breaths. You do 2 breaths, okay? In the medical settings, they have this device here. You place this over their nose, and you breathe into this part right here. Put this tip on top of their nose and make sure their mouth is covered and it's just like so. Tilt their head back so their airway is open. Then also pull down the chin so that their mouth is open, so that way you can get a breath in. That's how you do it. And then you want to look for your chest. The chest goes up and then comes back down. That's a good breath. However, if you don't do a good breath, it's totally fine. You only get 2 attempts and then you go back to compressions, okay? And you repeat it. If you do not feel comfortable doing this because it's a stranger, it's totally fine. I understand. I don't think I would do it either. But you can look around. You don't have to have these medical devices. You can find a piece of napkin, put a hole through it, put a barrier between their lips and yours, and do the breath like that. If you don't feel comfortable, it's totally fine. You can ask a person who's related to them or knows them, and if they're willing to do it, perfect. You can guide them how to do the breath. Okay? And just communicate it with each other. So with this, You repeat it over and over. For infants, however, the compressions are different. There are 15 compressions. You want to put your thumb on their sternum and find the placement. Put the pressure where your thumbs are. Put all the muscles in there. 1, 2, 3. This back, don't go like this, okay? Just keep it holding like that. Only in the movements of the thumb. 1, 2, 3. You want to do 15 of that. And same thing. Repeat it. Compressions, 30 for adults and children. Breath, 2. And just repeat it over and over. If they can get the somebody gets the AD to there, prompt them and just continue what they're doing, and the person can the AD instructs them how to do it, and it's very simple as long as you follow instructions. It tells you to clear out the way, clear out the way. You do not want to get shocked. It's gonna get you. Okay? And remember, help is on their way, so when they come, they can help. If you're getting really tired, you can have the other person, if there is another person, to help. Just remember, help is on the way. That's the first thing you do, okay? If you want to learn for more information, you can go to www.heart.org/CPR, excuse me, or online aha.org to purchase items or sign up for training. However, you do not have to do CPR training. It would be nice if you are aware of your surroundings, know where the AED are, or call 911. Any way that you can help to save a life would be very beneficial. I hope this gives you some information because CPR takes an hour long for their training. And again, in those websites, you can find training classes to go to, and sometimes they're free and sometimes they're not. You can go to the library, make copies of this. You can scan it to a USB and then connect it to a computer and then print it out that way. So that way you can get free printing. I hope my information that I'm giving you today is very helpful, and hopefully you can save a life.